Welcome to Aaron Plays. This will be episode 12 of my playthrough of Nemesis, Burma, 1944, designed by Kim Ganger, published by Legions Wargames. And we are doing the Allied Assault Chit for turn 2. Current status, the Japanese are, Hirohito, their superior, is on the 8th number on the track, whereas Churchill is on the 5. So the Japanese are currently winning this, because if the Japanese get up to 9 and the Ally gets to 0, game over. Japanese win, and vice versa the other way round. So the Allies have got to do some pushing back, I think. So, right. We'll start on the Western Theatre, over here, where there are quite... The Allies do have some strength. So, with the assault ship, units can move up to their full movement allowance, and also could do the operational stretch, which means that they can move twice their movement allowance as long as they don't enter an enemy zone of control, which is useful. And then they can attack, but they can only attack from one hex, whereas in the attack sheet you can attack from multiple hexes. And again, it's still 3 assaults across the whole map board. We know this is the Allies have already had their attack chit, reinforcement chit. Now, I say this is their assault chit, so the last one will be their supply, so I'm going to have to be very careful not to put anything out of supply. I think the main place I want to actually start striking back is in this area here around Imphal. How do you actually say it? Imphal? Imphal? There's not an A at the end, so it's Imphal. Okay, so yeah, around this area. Maybe even try and retake Palel. So, objective-wise, got still a fair amount of Allied air power. I would like to attack there and there to push back the Japanese. And being adjacent to Imphal is a little bit of a worry. Now, the Japanese do have quite a lot of strength. Sorry, the Allies have quite a lot of strength that have been brought on as reinforcements. They can come down this road using the operational stretch rules. So that's 2 attacks I'd like to bring in. The third attack, I'll be having a look at the Stilwell forces area. The Chindits don't really have the strength to attack. Strength to defend and cause trouble, but not to attack. So that's the 3 attacks that I'm going to be trying for. Let's see how they progress. Okay, so we need to get this attack started. On these Japanese units, we know they've got a strength of 7. Zone of control for the Japanese does extend into there, so I can't, that operational stretch to move into there. The unit is going to only do its normal move. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1 movement point there. 2, 3, and then we'll bring some tanks in to support that. Okay. Meanwhile, Let's move those again to block. Yes, the Japanese light units can use the cliffs, but there's 4 movement points, so it's going to slow them down. Okay. So these are members of the 20th Division. Yes. So they look okay sitting there. I don't think I need to move those or those. We're going to lead the attack with these units here with their 3 quality. So this unit moving down will be 1, 2, 3 into there. The unit was currently in there from the 23rd Division. Where's the rest of the 23rd? I do like to keep my divisions together. The 17th Division's down here. So, okay. I think the 23rd Division is actually taking a bit of a pounding. So that unit will move into the mountains there. We'll bring that artillery back. 1, 2, 3 to there. We can bring one of these into there. Okay. Alright. Not going to move that one. Just realised that. Okay. The file itself is actually on garrison, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Okay. And we're not moving these guys up here, so we'll just show that we've thought about them, moved all these. So that sort of concludes the movement on the Western Front. Right, over to the Chindit section. What to do with the Chindits? Okay, ideally I still want to cut this rail link. We've got a new battalion here, but it's under limited supply, a unit under limited supply. Don't think they can do operational stretch. Suffers limited movement, and limited movement is it may not do operational stretch. So there's no way I can get a unit to here. Well, I say no way. The effect of limited movement means that they don't get the benefit of moving by trail or road. We know the next allied shit is their supply, so I don't really want to abandon that airfield. There's not much that can get to this hex. Because the mountains cost 3. If they move off the airfield, they need to get to a road or path. I can do the airdrop for supply. Supply. On a road or track. Oh, I missed that one. You see, there's so many little subtle rules in here. Okay. All units in each hex are now instantly right. Special units, Chindits, Galahad, Lushai, may benefit from air supply in any hex. so they don't. I mean, yeah, they've got airfield hex, doesn't use aircraft, but in any hex, but no further east than the 2300 column, which is way over here. Okay, I thought it was all right. So that means that can be a little bit more aggressive with the Chindits. So let's fall back into here. Losing the bunker, that's fair enough. Remain out in limited supply, but with that, they've just taken their first flag. Okay, I'm going to mark it as such. That gives the Allies 2 satisfaction points. Okay. And again, moving, don't want to lose the airfield. No, so I'm not going to move those guys off the airfield. Move that one though. Okay, so that's another one. And that is 4 satisfaction points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Churchill goes from 5 to 6. And we will take one of these brigades, 3, 4, to there, and they'll fall back in. Defending the airfields. Okay, all right. That didn't feel too bad. Up to Stilwell's troops. Now this Japanese force is 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Well, they should have been converted over to their full regiment at the end of any phase. So they're at 10. Okay. Let's move that and that into there with one of the Galahad units, keeping the armour on the road. Let's move those into there with the armour, and let's move one of those there. Now the supply, the HQ. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. So from here, the supply range is 3. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. So they'll be out of supply. These guys here can go 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. So these guys will be out of supply at the present moment. But we don't want to leave a gap too much because these Japanese are so nimble and quick. I think we're going to have to pull those back. So the supply from here is 1, 2, 3. The HQ is giving them an extra 3 range, but I want to keep this and this guy in supply. I need to bring the HQ forward to here. So then it's 1 to there, and in each of those adjacent hexes. And these are supplied by 1, 2, 3 back. Well, sorry, 1, 2, 3 that way. That does create a gap. There is a zone of control there though, because it's 3 unit extends, so the Japanese can't do the operational stretch through this hex and into Mengquan. So I think that's it, and that will be the third attack. Yep, I think that's it. So, okay. Let's do these assaults. We'll start with this one here. So, numbers wise, we have 6, 12, 13, 14. Plus another 6, 12, 13, 14, 18. So 18 plus 14 plus 6. That's 38 versus, I think I said it was 10. Yeah, 10. Okay, so they would need a lot more strength to get that to the 4. So it's 3 to 1. Now, support-wise, the Japanese have got 3. The Allies have got 4. So they will punt the extra aircraft into there. Strength isn't going to add anything odds-wise, but it does give them the support to shift it up 1 column. However, that will increase their lament because both sides have got support. So the Allied lament goes from 4 to 5. So currently it's a 3 to 1 attack with still the US troops leading the way, given their quality of 3, the Japanese quality of 3, so they both cancel out. So there's just 1 column support due to for the support. So it's a 5 to 1 attack. With a 3. So no shift in satisfaction for the die roll, and the result is a 0 R. Okay, so let's put that aircraft in the use box. Yeah, full stretch. Yeah, let's get the camera on, and there we go. Right, 0 R. Now the qualities are the same, so the Japanese could take a step loss to stay there, or they could just fall back. Okay, the Japanese worst enemy is attrition, so they will fall back into here. Now, what do the Allies advance in there with? Yeah, maximum, I think. So 6, 12, and the armour, and a steel well lead, and the HQ remain there. Okay, so first attack successful. Now moving to this front. Okay, so Allied units attacking here. We have 4, that's 10, 16, 6 is 22, plus another 6 is 28, plus Oh, wait a minute, wait, whoa. Right, you're all screaming at the screen. This is the assault chit. You can only attack from 1 hex. Not. Right, so going back on that attack at... Oh, forgot all about that. But caught it before the end of the video. Right, okay. Plus dropped me dice and my dice cup all over the floor when I got excited and realised I made it cock up. Okay, so back over there then, there was no attack. So there was 2 here. No, they actually did go there. Those Japanese were there. One of those guys was there, and the rest were here. Right, they don't have they don't have the odds or the strength to give them back their aircraft. Right. So back over to this area. We still might have some attacks going in. So here, if we just attack from 6, 18 to 4, 4 to 1. So we will add the aircraft in there to make that 5 to 1. Just the 1 hex attacking now. Now I remembered the rule. So that's, and with support takes it up a column to the 7 to 1 column. Qualities are the same. So yeah, 7 to 1. With a roll of a 3. 0, 1, R. Okay, so the first thing happens, that unit gets downgraded to a regiment. Sorry, to a battalion. And then it's going to retreat. It will retreat into the hills here. And the Allies can advance and will advance. In fact, everything will advance there. Maybe not. Just the 2 units. Leave 1 behind. Alright, so that's the second attack. So this third attack against these guys here. I think they should be out of supply, because they were the ones that, yes, those Japanese units are out of supply, so therefore they're at half strength. But it can only be an assault from 1 hex. So these Japanese strength is 4, 5, 6, 7, which is 3.5. Being attacked by 6 and 11. 11 to 3.5. So that's 3 to 1. We'll throw in another air support. So 11 plus 5, 3.5. So that's 16 to 3.5. 5 to 1. Okay. Support wise is 5. Plus 5 is 10 support against 3, so it will cost the Allies another lament. Don't like using resources as the enemy are using them. And right, okay. I'd forgot in that last attack that 1 Japanese step was lost. So their lament goes up by 1 for that step loss. Okay. All right. So the odds in this attack 5 to 1, and then with support makes it to the 7 to 1 column. Like 3s, 7 to 1. 0, 1, R. So 0, 1, R. And the qualities are the same. So 0, 1. So again, they lose another battalion. The battalion comes on. And their lament goes up. So the lament's gone to the 9. So that drops the overall commander from the 8 to the 7. Now, 0, 1, R. They could take another step loss to remain there. We know that their assault shit is coming up next. Let's take that step loss. The Japanese to hold on to Palel. Okay, so that is the end of the Allied assault shit. I'm glad I remembered that you only attack from one hex, rather than shoot the whole video and then upload it, and then I get someone going, by the way, right, yeah, there's a lot of little moving parts. Again, it's only a 17-page rule book, but those rules are very, very intricate in their machinations. Thank you for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Comments, as always, much appreciated. Until next time, bye.